Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you used a product or service from one of these companies? I'll give you a second to think about it. If you haven't already figured it out, it was a trick question. You're using one right now, as YouTube is a product of Google. Also, you're more than likely watching this video on a device made by one of these companies. Or you've recently spoken to someone on one of these companies' messaging platforms, or even accessed a service running on one of these companies' servers. It is no secret that these 5 companies dominate technology, but I want to find out what life is like if you cut them out completely, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. So for the next 24 hours, I'm going to be using no Google, Apple, Amazon, Microsoft or Meta. This is going to be interesting. Right, so before we can actually start the 24 hours, we need to actually define the tech products that I can't use. Before anyone asks, what I'm filming on is a Canon camera. So the first thing we can't use is an iPad. What else? My phone. That's always going to be the hardest one, or the hardest device to not use for 24 hours. If you're anything like me, you're completely reliant on using your phone for everything. It's also how you access pretty much all services that are made by these big companies. So not using that for 24 hours is cutting off communication to most people I know. It's also preventing me using things like contactless payments and consuming a lot of media or entertainment that would usually keep me entertained on a Saturday. The other big thing that I obviously can't use is my laptop. So outside of these products, the only other kind of thing that I think I regularly... Oh my god, I look so pale in this lighting. Right, so stuck those down there. The only other thing that I think I regularly use is the Amazon Fire TV, which again at the weekend would probably spend a decent amount of time watching stuff on the Fire Stick. Fortunately, we do still have kind of traditional terrestrial television, so I can watch that if I get bored. So the technology products put to one side, that means the time is starting. It's just about 20 minutes to 11, so that means that'll be the time that I'm stopping tomorrow morning. I guess now I need to find something to do that doesn't involve any of these products. Fortunately, I already made plans from kind of midday onwards, seeing a friend, going for a cycle, so we'll be going along and doing that. But between now and then, probably just gonna make a coffee, maybe watch TV? I really don't know. It's gonna be strange. Let's see how it goes. About an hour into things now. Obviously so far hasn't really been much of a challenge. I've just had breakfast, had a coffee, watched a bit of television. Now about to head out for the cycle that I mentioned earlier. I'm pretty familiar with the area around here, so getting to my friend's house without like Google Maps or anything isn't going to be an issue. I'm kind of going to be relying on him to kind of direct wherever we're gonna go. Maybe that's cheating because I'm pretty sure he'll be using either Google or Apple Maps. So think of that what you want. But anyway, I need to get all my stuff packed and then head out. You know what's going to be great about this video is that anytime you use your alternative swear words, I can bleep them and make it sound like you're actually swearing.
You can subtitle it. One for Jackie. I sent it straight to the back.
That's horrible.
Is it? I didn't get any taste, thankfully.
It doesn't.
Really?
Horrible.
Oh, that's awful.
It's so bad, isn't it? But I don't know how to describe the taste. I don't know why I thought it would be nicer.
Yeah.
I guess it's because it looks like chocolate.
It's come out of it.
Sorry, I'm going to have a cookie to cover up the taste.
It just tastes of what you'd expect dog food to be.
The day has taken a turn. We've actually done very little cycling today.
Yeah.
So it's ended up being a bit of a random day. Max has now gone to get his booster jab at Stamford Bridge, so I'm in like a sports bar around the corner, just gonna have a pint of Guinness, enjoy the afternoon while waiting for him and watch some sport. Cheers. Not the best effort, the Guinness challenge. Not great. All the 5G inside you.
Yeah, smashed it. A little bit of a
Bleep that one out for you.
a little bit of a flip and bleep.
As if this video wasn't weird enough, we then left Stamford Bridge, cycled back towards southeast London, and when we got into central London, we actually stumbled across a anti-COVID passport march. Got lots of interesting footage. I'll show a little bit of it. Enjoy, I guess. This video is so strange. The purge begins.
The beginning of the world for this time. No.
It's a bit crazy. You're just the one person on Speakeasy Corner. So basically what's happened is we've accidentally joined the anti-vax, anti-passport protest. And when I say accidentally, Max brought us here.
It's time. The uprising is now. Smell that weed.
Yeah, is it a march or is it just 420? It's actually not that many people.
If you want to get some good content, we're going to go back to that corner. This little tourist family were walking past with their masks on, and women were screaming at them to take them off.
Really?
Not joking.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Oh my god.
The most wonderful load of cranks I've ever heard.
What's your take on all of this? No, it's about the fact that you are choosing a medical procedure which you are entitled to and you should have the freedom to take.
Yeah.
But the moment you do, you're actually...
One eternity later.
Your jacket shows up so well on the camera. I knew as soon as you said booster, I was like, oh, rip Max.
I've just got my booster, so I'm not with them. I thought I was in a safe space.
It's been an hour or so since I got home. Basically, my camera battery was pretty much completely dead after a long day out cycling and filming all the craziness. This camera is not straight. So while I've been waiting for my camera battery to charge, I've just been lying on the sofa watching some TV, just had a shower. Now I'm gonna quickly nip out and get some food to make some dinner. To be honest, I'm not really worried about the fact that I can't go on my laptop or my phone or anything because I'm so shattered after today that I'm probably just gonna eat, chill, watch TV for a bit and go to sleep fairly early. So it turns out the best hack for not using any big tech is just to go on a long cycle and make yourself feel super tired at the end of the day. Good morning. I've just woken up from a ridiculously long sleep. I think the combination of going out Friday night and then a very long cycle yesterday just meant that I needed to sleep for a long time, which is fine because obviously I'm not using any big tech products in my sleep. Anyway, I've just woken up and it was a bit surreal actually. I was still only half awake and then I opened the window to look outside. And if you've seen any of my other videos, I've got a bit of a view from this flat. However, just today we're just completely in the clouds. This is even more obvious from out here. It's just, there's just nothing to see. Absolute craziness. Anyway, because I've only got only a couple of hours really left of the challenge, I'm just going to go through probably my normal morning routine, shower, have some breakfast, watch some terrestrial television, and at that point we'll be pretty much done with the challenge, so we can have a chat just about how I thought it went, any thoughts, anything that I've learnt, and any takeaways to have from this. I didn't even notice the time go past, but I think now the challenge is officially over. From what I remember, we started at, 10 minutes done. From what I remember yesterday, we started at 20 to 11. It is now 10 to 11 the next day, so we're done. We'll jump onto the tripod for my final conclusions on how everything went and my thoughts. But before we do that, I've probably got a lot of notifications to catch up on, or I'm going to have a very awkward moment when it turns out no one's messaged me. Oh no, I do have some. So I have to say, doing this for only 24 hours actually wasn't massively challenging. I think I might actually rely on these companies' products slightly less. For example, I know there's a lot of people with smart home products which are made by Google, Apple or Amazon. So if my house was filled with these products, that would have been quite the challenge. At the same time, however, I do think there's things that I could have done to make this even easier. One thing would have been to get a phone that wasn't made by one of these companies. Another would be installing Linux on a computer and just being careful which websites I accessed. I could have also got entertainment devices for streaming or gaming that weren't made or used services made by these companies. And I also could have started relying on non-tech products even more, such as finding my way around London with a traditional map. I definitely did have to plan around not using these products though, even just for 24 hours. For example, before the 24 hours started, I did make the plans that I had using technology, which is kind of cheating. And I also made sure I filmed this video on a day where I had nothing really to do, so I didn't need to do my university coursework. It wasn't a work day, it was at the weekend, so I didn't have my full-time job, and I also didn't need to edit a video for this channel. If I was going to try and do this challenge just full-time forever, I would basically have to completely change my life. I wouldn't be able to do the job that I currently do, I wouldn't be able to do the studies, and I wouldn't be able to make videos for this YouTube channel. Although there is some technology that you can use that doesn't link to big tech at all, there just isn't a lot, to be honest. So what making this video has really taught me is that it is possible to live your life without big tech. However, you do have to completely change it, and you are going to miss out on a lot of opportunities or can't do a lot of specific things in life, which really does demonstrate the monopoly that big tech has. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next one.